Hey guys, Chlorine King here. Welcome back for the video. In this video, I got a tip or a hack, if you will, to replace a failed part when the plumbing's very tight. And typically your standard way, you'd be replacing a bunch of unnecessary valves and other plumbing and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. But check out this view. I would absolutely hate to live back here and look at this every day. Totally kidding, of course, but let's go ahead and get started on the video. All right, so we are here because this check valve union cracked. And now, as you can tell, there's no way to simply just, put a new union on because it's fitting against valve, against fitting, against valve, against fitting. It would be a lot of work to have to actually replumb all this. So what we're gonna try, and I've had a lot of success with in the past, is heating this fitting off, this valve, so we can go ahead and just glue a new fitting on, keep everything the way it is, and save the client some money. And we are going to use that Milwaukee heat gun over there. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you some tips and tricks for getting it done, and we'll get it taken care of. Now, when you guys are doing this, you don't want to hold it in one spot for a long period of time because this is some pretty good heat coming out. Think of it like blow drying your hair. You don't want to keep the blow dryer on one part of your head. You're going to burn it, right? So you want to just slowly heat up the fitting, and you want to just keep going back and forth, and eventually this thing will be warmed up enough to where we can just slide it right off the valve. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep using this, and we'll show you when it's done. After a few minutes, you can see we're starting to be able to turn this thing a little bit, so we're getting closer. We're going to keep heating up. All right, so you can see we're getting very close. We're just peeling off the rest of the plastic. I went ahead and cut to make it easier at the end game, but you wanted originally the fitting to be there to absorb more heat into the actual fitting of the white PVC. And then you can see I got 1.5 inches here in the valve to retain the form for the valve once we're all done. So we're gonna go ahead and keep rolling. All right, so now we got the valve exposed. We got this in here to keep the form of the valve going. So we are going to replace it with the new check valve here, give this some time to cool. We're gonna clean it up and be ready for glue in here in no time. We're almost done. All right, so we got everything cleaned up and ready to go. I got my Milwaukee fan here blowing on to cool it off to keep it cool. You don't want to make a glue joint when the pipe's scalding hot. So it's cold to the touch now, and this pipe is in here to help form the valve like I mentioned before. So when we put the 2-inch slip over it, it holds just like brand new. So going to get some fittings and we'll get this thing glued up. All right, so we got the new check valve in. Now we're about to make our glue here, but before we do, a good tip is to make sure that the fitting goes over it nice and snug, like this is. That's a great sign. If it's really loose, that means that the wall's probably caved in. You didn't put that piece of PVC in there to solidify the walls to ensure a good glue joint. So I feel comfortable gluing this, so we're gonna go ahead and get it all put together. All right, guys, job is done. We were successfully able to reuse this valve here without having to replace it, replace this, replace all this plumbing. With the heat gun, we're able to heat the old fitting off and install the new check valve, and as a good installer, leave space for if anything fails in the future, not have to go through all this. So like and subscribe, stay tuned for more videos, and hit that bell icon. That'll let you know that every video I upload and keep you guys up to date. So take care, have a great day, and see you next video.